Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing today? So, okay, let's talk Rachel Zegler, Meagan Markle, and Bob Iger, just for a minute. So, Rachel Zegler has single-handedly destroyed Disney's first and best classic movie ever. Totally destroyed it, ripped it to shreds, told fans they can suck it, and left it dead in the water. What does Bob Iger do? Damage control. It's not her fault. It's the fans' fault. Fans aren't giving it a chance. And gosh darn it, men. Men are the problem. How dare us? How dare us be men? They all think that we should just step aside and let the boss, big boss woman take over everywhere. No more men. They're all about DEI. Well, I believe DEI stands for division, exploitation, and indifference. They use DEI to divide people, to cause controversy, to bring us all to arguments, and never actually learn to be one people as a human race. They want that division. Exploitation. They exploit everyone they can. Rachel Zegler as Snow White, they exploited her. And then what is she? They tried to use her to turn Snow White into their DEI project of the year, and she tanked it. She got in that boat and ran it so hard aground, there's nothing left but dirt in the bottom of that boat. And then Meghan Markle, Netflix's biggest flop, with love. With love. I didn't think a narcissist knew how to love. I mean, don't they? Well, no, they love themselves. She loves herself dearly. And again, it's the fans' fault. It's men. Just we're not giving it a chance. We're just horrible. Where would I mean, come on. We're a human race. Men are just as important as women. It's kind of a work together thing, don't you think? No, no, not to them. And then indifference. When anybody brings up the problems, they don't care. They don't care if it is causing problems or issues or anything. And let's go back to Snow White. DEI, equity, a movie, Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. Dwarves. Little people. There's a role that can't be taken away from them, right? It's made for them. No, no. Let's use CGI and make seven monstrous looking beings. Magical things. So magical. And they can barely hit $170 million worldwide in 2 weeks, while Minecraft comes in and blows them out of the water. Even Rachel Zegler's little, we're the best movie in the world right now. Not anymore. When you're comparing yourself to dung, you're still dung. It might be browner than the rest, it might be stinkier than the rest, but it's still dung. And so she doesn't have that leg to stand on anymore. Now, the rumor mill is swirling about Bob Iger being pushed out of Disney. Wow, How terrible, how horribly terrible that could be. Maybe they'll actually make a decent movie that people want to see. People didn't go to see Snow White, not because of the politics, even though that was what Rachel Zegler decided to make it. They didn't go to see it because it looked stupid and it looked terrible. Poor Gal Gadot. Now there's a woman with class and integrity. She has stayed out of the spotlight. Nobody's saying Gal Gadot destroyed Snow White. No, not at all. Because Gal Gadot, even though she starred in a movie that's crap, is moving on with her career, putting it behind her, and just acting like a woman with class and integrity. Hey, it's a bad movie. It was probably a mistake. The lead star is a 20-something-year-old that can't keep her trap shut. I've got a family. I've got a life. I have a career. Time to move on. Next thing. There's a woman to be respected. While Rachel Zegler and Meghan Markle blame everything and everyone but themselves. They have, Meghan Markle had to marry a failed prince just to even be semi-relevant. And poor Netflix, they're losing customers hand over fist because of her. And she's thinking that she has a leg to stand on. It's the fans' fault. They don't understand. We do. We do understand. We understand that in our eyes you have no talent and you have nothing we want to watch. People watch movies and shows for entertainment. I have a small YouTube channel and a lot of squirrel videos. Guys like this that people actually want to see. I didn't think I'd ever have even 10 subscribers. I just thought I was putting interesting squirrel videos that were fun. And now I put some opinion out. And people that are interested watch it because they want to take a break from life. Life is stressful. You work, kids, marriage. I know marriage, that's a horrible one, right? Shouldn't be married to a man. Takes work. And when we want to sit down, when we have an hour or 2 hours and we want to watch something, we want to be entertained. We want to enjoy it. We want to come out with a big smile and say, hey, that was a great movie. That was a cool show. I can't wait till the next one. Well, Rachel Zegler basically told more than half of the country she didn't want them to watch it. Hey, if you're not a fan, please just unsubscribe, unfollow. Don't watch my stuff because I don't need your business. Well, looking at Snow White, I guess you did. Maybe just a little. You needed it. But you're too much of a narcissist, in my opinion, to even acknowledge that you made a mistake. You didn't shut up when you needed to. And you kept bringing politics into movies. Nobody wants a movie star to talk about politics. Movie stars are for entertainment. Nobody cares what your political views are, and the more you make it about that, the less we want to watch, because this is our time away from politics, away from life. All these actors think that just because they're famous on screen and they can play a president or someone in charge, that they actually are important. And they're not. They're not important. to our political opinions, to our lives. They're important as a on-screen enjoyment. Hey, they made a great movie. Let's go see the next one. That was a great show. It was entertaining. Let's go watch the next one. Nobody says, hey, wow, I got a great message from that one. I can't wait till they put out another one. What's her views on this? She made one statement about the conflict in the Middle East and totally not humiliated, but she totally screwed her co-star, who has a different viewpoint, and she should. She grew up there. She served in their forces. Of course she's going to feel differently than that. And you make that a big deal? Aren't you supposed to be worrying more about your movie? And you took the prince out. It's funny because Meagan Markle and Rachel Zegler are like almost cookie cutter images of each other, blaming fans and everybody but themselves. One doesn't want the prince. We didn't make a prince in this movie, even though the whole movie revolves around a prince, or it's supposed to. Nope, big boss woman. She did it all by herself with a thief who helped her. Well, she helped him because she's the big boss woman. But then Meghan Markle, on the other hand, had to marry a prince in real life that his family doesn't even want him. His country has basically disowned him. And she had to use a prince to even get some relevance. Isn't that sad? One, I don't want princes. Princes are bad. And the other one, I married a prince. Look at me. Well, which is it? Are men terrible all around? Like you say, is it all our fault that you can't make entertaining movies and shows? It's all our fault that your acting is terrible, that the product you put out is just piss poor? Sorry. If you're going to put out a bad product, at least in the opinion of a very large minority or majority of the country and the world, looking at the box office and looking at Netflix's numbers, if you're going to put that out, maybe you should look in the mirror. Do a little bit of introspection and realize that blaming the people that haven't come to see your product is not going to make them want to spend money for the next one. You're essentially killing your own career and leaving it dead in the water. So that's my thoughts. I think, it's not about politics. It's about a bad product. And if you're going to put out a bad product and get bad reviews, nobody's going to want to buy that product. Nobody's going to want a part of that product. And it's not the fans' fault, and it's not the people who leave the reviews' fault. It's their fault. They're actors, not politicians. And we don't, let's not even go there, because politicians are a whole other beast. But they want to be. They want to have their politics acknowledged. Well, you know what? If you want your politics acknowledged, step out of Hollywood, because people don't want to see it. People don't care. They want to get away from that. Away from those kind of distractions. And you're bringing it right back and shoving it in people's faces. Whether they agree or disagree, they just don't want to deal with it. Anyways, I think I said enough. Thanks, guys. Like I said, small channel, trying to grow. hit that thumbs up if you can. Smack that like button, as everyone always says, and maybe subscribe. Got some opinions here and there. Try to just throw out what I think, and a few people might listen. And some squirrel videos and nature stuff that I think's fun and you might enjoy. So, anyways, y'all have a great day. Remember to say hi to your neighbor and pet your cat, dog, pet your cow, pet your ferret, pet your mouse, whatever it is. Treat your animals good and have a great day. Peace.